Had a lot of fun with you guys last night, making money. Let's see if we can continue that trend this weekend. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Friday edition here of Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. I'm Jason Mattis, of course, and I hope you guys are having a good day. You better be having a good day. It's Friday, baby. The weekend is here. We made money last night. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys on Twitter. It's so cool that you guys are sweating these unders with me, and when they cash, the excitement. Just had a good, fantastic time with you guys last night. We needed that because we did not have a good time in the afternoon because soccer was brutal to us. We put in that one bet. It was under 2.5 in that Manchester United Arsenal game, and we lost the bet, but boy, were we entertained. What a good day. What a good game of football. 3-2 cracker. Absolutely good game. David De Gea looking like crap. I hate that guy. When are we going to sell him or give Dean Henderson an absolute chance? Because the problem with De Gea is, if you want to score a goal on De Gea, just hit it his near post. My man cannot stop a shot on the near post. And then we found out last night, he's a little crybaby. He gets stepped on by his little foot, gets stepped on, and he wants to roll around on the ground and cry and make a whole meal of it and give up a goal because essentially there's an empty net because he's rolling around on the ground, withering in pain. And then, of course, he pops up a minute later and is running around full speed. I hate that in soccer. That is by far the thing that I single-handedly hate in soccer. I've been playing soccer ever since I was 5 years old. I've been playing. I've rarely missed a season since I was 5 years old. Just lately here with the kids, I've missed season. But otherwise, I've played soccer every single season since I was 5 years old. And yeah, you get stepped on, you get knocked, you get hit, and you literally get right back up. Get right back up, and David De Gea is rolling around the ground, costing us a goal. So thankfully, that didn't cost Manchester United the game. If we'd have lost that game because of that, or even draw because of that, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been really pissed. But thankfully, we got the 3 points. But yeah, unfortunately, under 2.5 did not happen. And then of course, we put in those correct scores, but those are only 0.2 bets. And Tottenham was 2-0 instead of 2-1. That would have been my alternative. Would have been 2-0. I thought that was obviously the next best alternative. And then yeah, 1-1 certainly did not happen there in United Arsenal. But the fun happened at night, and it all happened with the NBA. We crushed our 2 NBA player props. Javonte Green up under 6.5 points. Told you guys, I think that's probably my favorite candidate for who's going to be the new Blake Griffin, or it looks like we're on our on pace to have multiple Blake Griffins, which I absolutely love. But Javonte Green, he just can't take shots. He just can't take shots. DeRozan, Levine, and Vubic are taking all the shots, and this guy's getting crumbs, and there's not a whole hell of a lot of crumbs left. He went easily up under 6.5 points, and so did Darius Bazley, up under 9.5 points. He is now an automatic bet. You guys remember there was one time we laid off of Blake Griffin when he was going up against the Magic, and I was like, whoa, he's got a really good matchup. Like, he may actually score some points. He finished that game with 0, and then instantly Blake Griffin became an automatic bet, didn't care the matchup. Bazley, put him in that category every single night. Just grab his number because SGA didn't even play last night. SGA takes the most shots on the team with about 18 shot attempts per game. And so you figure, okay, well, Bazley will have to pick up some of the slack. He didn't do shit. He did nothing. He went easily up under 9.5 points. So, yeah, whatever Bazley's number is going forward, just grab it. Don't wait for me to tell you. I'm going to be grabbing Bazley every single night that the Thunder play. We also got another win in our NBA first quarter. We continue to crush those NBA first quarter trends. We got up under 55.5, but then the public did us another solid and raised it to 55.5. So you know we went back in for another unit. So we got 2 cashes in that game, up under 54 and up under 55 points. Tony Pollard, as much fun as I was having last night, I literally about threw up in my mouth when he hit that big run. Because up until that point, he had 6 yards. He wasn't doing shit. Elliott wasn't doing shit. And it was like, whoa, this under 45 is like coming in easy. I handicapped that perfectly. And if you lose that because of one run, he ripped off a big 58-yarder there on that touchdown, I about threw up in my mouth. That hurt because it felt like I had handicapped that one correctly. Outside of one run, we absolutely nailed it. So that one hurt. And then we did get a little bit of arbitrage, scraped across a little bit of profit there with Cowboys covering that minus 2.5 spread. But a good day last night. And again, I had a fantastic time with you guys hanging out on Twitter, reacting as we were cashing these unders on those player props and also hitting our, what was essentially a 2-unit bet there on that Blaze Spurs. So up over 2 units at 2.03 units. And now up on the week at plus 4.99 units. as we head on into money-making weekend. Let's do it, guys. How are we going to be making money this weekend? Well, let's go ahead and start in that Premier League. I'm going to go ahead and back Manchester City to score in both halves at minus 146. I'm going to go ahead and take Newcastle Burnley under 2.5 goals at minus 114. I'm also going to do West Ham Chelsea under 2.5 goals at minus 128. Norwich team total under 0.5, so essentially saying Norwich will not score at plus 116. And Aston Villa on the draw no bet at minus 134. If you guys need any justification for those, go ahead and check out yesterday's episode of Between the Posts. With Matt and I, we break down all 10 Premier League games, giving you leans and bets for all 10 games. These are my official bets from those games where I talked about why I love them so much on yesterday's episode of Between the Posts, so go check that out. Otherwise, just tail them in cash with me. It's that simple. All right, let's go ahead now and flip the conversation over to the NBA, where I've got 3 first quarter NBA bets. The first one is Wolves Nets over 54.5 points at minus 120 per DraftKings. This is a 2-unit bet. 2-unit bet. When I saw this line, guys, I had to rub my eyes, do a whole lot of things to make sure I wasn't seeing things. I even got back up out of bed, jumped in the computer, double-checked my research. I thought this number was going to come in at 56.5. We got it at 54.5. This is an absolute steal. That's why it's a 2-unit bet. These teams are cashing the over on 11, 7, and 1 and are averaging 59 points. Yeah, you heard that right. Averaging 59 points. What the hell is this line doing at 54.5? Hammer this one. That's a 2-unit bet for me. I also like Rockets on that money line at minus 115 over at DraftKings. I thought I was going to have to get minus 0.5 or minus 1.5, but to give me just a straight two-way line at minus 115, I'll gladly take that, where the Rockets are 5-4 against the spread in the first quarter at a plus 1.56 point differential. Going up against the Magic, who are 4-9 with a minus 5.08. You see it time and time again with the Magic. They are a second half team. They are getting worked in the first half, but they are coming back in the second half. That's why they have a minus 5.8 first quarter. This team is starting off slow. Rockets starting off good. Go ahead and give me that Rockets money line at minus 115. And then the other one I want to go ahead and do is do the Cavaliers plus 1.5 points at minus 115 over DraftKings. Cavaliers have the best away record in the NBA, covering spreads at 9-1 with a plus 4.6 point differential. Going up against those Wizards on their court at 5-4 against the spread. They also have a positive plus differential at 1.1, but I cannot ignore that the Cavs have a greater point differential by about 3 points, and that they're also just have the best away record in the NBA, covering spreads at 9-1. Can't get away from that. Gladly give me the Cavaliers and plus 1.5 points. All right, so those will go ahead and be the 3 first quarter NBA plays we're going to be going ahead and do. I don't have any other pending plays based on the research, everything that came out. Those are the only 3 that went ahead and checked out, so we'll go ahead and ride with those. And again, one of those is a 2-unit bet, so kind of have 4 units in play there with the first quarter trends. How about NBA player props? I'm going to go back to Isaac Okoro, up under 9.5 points at minus 115. This is a Blake Griffin candidate. He obviously burned us in his first start, or the first time we played him. He had 8 points in the first half and then only got 2 in the second half via the free throw. So we saw in the second half was basically what the back of his card says, is he's not a high volume guy, not a big guy in that offense. Let's just hope that, he reverts back to that more times than not, as opposed to what he did in that first half. I'm going to give this guy one more crack at that apple, because his second half was really who the player he is majority of the time. I'm not going to let that first half performance get me off of what I believe is a good bet. So I'll go ahead and do Isaac Okoro under 9.5 points at minus 115 on DraftKings. Then the other 3 player props are just put on your radar. We don't have the number yet. We know these guys. We've been backing these guys. We've been getting cashes on these guys. Aaron Holiday is one guy we've gotten cashes on. We look to back him. Jared Vanderbilt's another guy we look to go ahead and fade. And also Chuma Okeke, we look to go ahead and fade him. I believe we're 2-0 with him. I believe we're 2-0 with Vanderbilt, and we're 1-0 with Aaron Holiday, if I get those numbers correct. Either way, I know we haven't suffered a loss with all 3 of those guys. We're undefeated on those guys. So whenever those numbers come out, we'll look to go ahead and fade all 3 of those players. And then for NFL player props, I don't have any NFL player props for you yet. I don't really have any NFL bets for you. Blame the sports books. Don't blame me. Blame those books. They must be waiting for Friday's practice report and injury report to go ahead and come out, because there's just not a whole lot of NFL player props out there to be had. So you guys know what I generally like, what I like to look for. Just make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. Once the numbers start to come in, we'll look at them, see if they fit into who they are, and we'll look to see if we can't pull our trigger at least on a few of those NFL player props on Sunday. All right, guys, that's the show today. We're going to go ahead and roll with these soccer bets over the course of the weekend, but it all starts off this NBA first quarter action and, of course, these NBA player props. Go ahead and hit this like button, guys. Just go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you're going to be following me on at least one of these picks. If you're going to follow me on one of these picks on Money Making Weekend, let me know by hitting that like button. Otherwise, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Come back on Monday's show. We'll count up all this profit. We'll see where we ended up, and then we'll kick off another week here of winning bets. You guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'm going to cheers one to the winning bets community tonight. Actually, not tonight. Cheers one this afternoon. I'm going to cheers one for the winning bets community. Good luck to us this weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.